that, I'm gonna tweak this shit out. Yeah, I saw that, Ryguy. Yeah. Interesting trade. What a friggin' cancer Westbrook is, ain't he? It's crazy. Crazy how much of a cancer that man is. Something like that, right, guy? Alright, so we're going to get started soon here. I'm waiting for my partner to show up. He's not here quite yet, not quite ready. He'll be here shortly. Kind of a cool trade, though. Usually you don't see trades that are that big. Alright, my Streamlabs is being naughty again. Okay, what is going on with my Streamlabs? Can you guys see the game? Because I can't on my end. But you should be able to. Okay, there we go. Hey Trent, welcome to the stream. Ryguy, he might miss one game, but it's not severe. Hey Rich, we might do that, yeah. Austin, welcome to the stream. Trent, I'll find a way to celebrate. I don't know exactly. Alright, okay, cool. We got the stream going. My partner's not here quite yet, so yeah, okay. So anyway, I don't know exactly how I'll celebrate, but I'll find a way. Michael, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Austin, I just started. I haven't started playing yet. Alright guys, so he'll be here in a minute and we'll get underway. I've never played Halo 4 before, and neither has my friend. Yeah, Trop Top, I did see that. Yeah, Eduardo, I have to be objective when I evaluate these things. Yeah, the music is louder, Austin. I'll turn it down once I get in game. But you guys still should be able to hear me pretty well. I have the microphone up pretty high too. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound okay? Yeah, Thomas Rawls was good for about 20 games. Brandon, right now I think we're going to be the top seed. I really do. Yeah, Big Dog, I got a new mic a few days ago. I also got a new webcam, but it's a POS, so I'm sending it back, and I'll get a new one next year or something. I played with some settings, and I was able to get better quality out of this webcam, though, so maybe I'm good with it for now. He had some good games after that game in Baltimore. He had a few good games after that. Yeah, Chiefs are losing to the Saints. And honestly, they could lose any game with Taysom Hill. I'm telling you, just because they won a couple games with Taysom Hill doesn't mean they're not vulnerable in every game they play without Breeze. And when Breeze gets back, he's going to be playing with a bad ribcage. You don't know how that's going to affect him. Insidious, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like the Chiefs the most in the league right now. Yeah, Drop Top, I've never played it before. Michael... My inclination is they're going to keep throwing Cedric out there and we're just going to have to live with it. That would be my guess. I mean, if he didn't get benched in the middle of the Eagles game, when are you ever going to bench him? Like, how bad does he have to be before you chuck him? Yeah, the Steelers are definitely overrated, but they're a good team. They have a chance to go to the Super Bowl for sure. Well, I don't think Halo 3 story was very good, personally. So, I'm not too worried about that. And ODST, I didn't pay attention to the story at all, so... Yeah, that doesn't concern me, really. I'm not playing Halo for the story, and that's fine. Sometimes you play games like that. Yeah, that's not true, Ryguy. They've gotten to a close game against the Giants, the Broncos. They got into 2 close games against the Ravens. They had close games. They've had close games. Yeah, if Dunlap sat the next 2 games, I wouldn't be too sad about it. Well, drop top. I mean, we did have a chance to beat Buffalo. We didn't do it. Had a chance to beat the Rams, and we didn't do it. Aaron, Dunlap injury is not serious, but he might miss a game. Carol said it's not serious. You know, Robert, don't count the Falcons out. They're playing pretty good right now, and the Saints still have Taysom Hill at QB. Hello, welcome.
What's up?
Hey, sorry I was a little late earlier. Some stuff was going on.
It's okay.
So, how you doing?
Real shit.
Sorry to hear that, man.
That's what it is.
Let me see here. All right. Yeah.
What?
No, nothing. I'm just looking at my chat. Oh, hey, Jojo. Welcome to the stream. Are those sun chips by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay. I tried to guess.
Peanuts, the only thing I have to eat right now.
Ah. Alright guys, so this will be the first time I've ever played Halo 4, and I think it's the first time Snacks has ever played it, so this is all going to be new to us. Heroic, yeah. Sounds good to me. Probably going to be some cutscenes to lead us off, but that's okay. RP Gaming, welcome. Insidious, it's not on PC, so I can't play it right now.
Tell me about the children. Dr. Halsey.
You already know everything.
You kidnapped them.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination. Their bodies more adaptable to augmentation. The result was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
We're not ready.
Dr. Halsey, you
Humans got
history for
destroyed.
your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified?
RP Gaming, Dunlap's fine.
My work saved the human race.
Do you think the Spartans' lack of basic humanity helped?
What are you after? The others before you were naval intelligence, but you're something else.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic tendencies, difficulty with socialization,
The
verbalization.
records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this? You want to replace him?
The Master Chief is dead.
His file reads missing in action.
Catherine. Spartans never die.
Your mistake is seeing Spartans as military hardware. My Spartans are humanity's next step. Our destiny as a species. Do not underestimate them. But most of all, do not underestimate him.
Yeah, RP Gaming. Dunlap might miss one game, but it's not a particularly big deal.
Why does a computer program have teeth?
You would think that would just be an imperfection. That would just be a liability. Why does a computer program have emotions or the ability to feel pain?
Or fear.
Mm-hmm. Like, do you remember the scene on Jabba's barge in Return of the Jedi? When they go into the droid room and that one droid is getting tortured by they're putting, like...
Wake up, Chief.
Superheated coils on his feet? I'm like, why does that affect the robot at all? That doesn't make any sense.
Good question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong, and it's Star Wars, it's kind of goofy in the first place, but that's a little sus.
You've been out for a while.
Where are we?
We're still adrift on the Dawn.
Why did you wake me?
Hang on. Bringing your systems online now. I rewrote your ship's firmware while you were out.
You've been busy.
Activating the ship's gravity generator. Chief, look up. You need to pull the manual release.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work.
How did you do that? Aha.
Look.
There we go.
We've got intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks. Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be?
Okay, I need to do controls here real quick because this mouse sensitivity is whack.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. Can I get ammo? You not drop weapons when you die?
Alright, there we go. I think we already have full ammo.
You do, that's really disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Taysom Hill was very lucky to have played 2 games that were easy to win.
4 years, 7 months, 10 days.
Somebody should have found us by now. What's that?
Sensor scan, high intensity. Doesn't match any known patterns.
Whoa.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
Ooh, sprint button. Hello.
Chief, be careful.
Empower, I should be streaming tomorrow, usual time.
Chief, watch out!
No, Insidious. RG3 was as bad as advertised today.
It deteriorated so badly.
I thought we had a truce with the Covenant.
A lot can happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. We should be careful. Find the override for the blast shield so we can see what we're up against.
guess you
where.
can't do wield in this game either.
Are you sure? What did you... Really? I'm surprised because now you're playing as Master Chief. Does anybody in the chat know if you can dual wield in Halo 4?
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like standard military. It's possible we just came across a rogue salvage ship.
Oh, man.
Or we might have stumbled into an entire
No.
Covenant fleet.
I miss the
Maybe
good
they
old
haven't
days when
recognized us.
you have 4 of each
That's
grenade
one
type in your
possibility.
inventory. Instead
Landing
of
craft flanking us.
fucking 2.
Whoa.
Why did we not get blown out into space?
Magnets.
Evidently.
No dual wielding in this game, okay. Huh.
Dual wield.
Why would they take that away? That was one of my favorite things about Halo 2 and 3.
They hate fun, I guess.
Eduardo, that's Snacks, my game partner.
But people not know this game.
And we get new viewers in here sometimes.
Fair enough, I guess. What the hell? Just fucking stab somebody. I didn't even know I had a knife.
Oh, are you ever going to complain about stabbing somebody?
Yes. Why can't I do it more? What the fuck? This guy's so fast!
A big chungus, that would be rather difficult to do, especially right now.
We need to get off this ship.
Jesus.
We've got bigger problems.
Plasma weapon.
We've got a cruiser on an
Plasma weapons run out of batteries so fast.
Didn't the ship's sensors say we still have weapon systems online?
Yes, but since the ship was torn in half, we can't access the weapon stations. We'll have to fire them manually from the outer hull.
We're
Money's
gonna throw the bullets at him.
Money's Huddle, I'm happy with it. It's not like we played well against Utah, so I'm just happy to be ranked at all.
You can't spell Utah without...
That is true. Big Chungus, I have a few plans. You'll see. Grenade. Oh, the suicide. He had 2
That cruiser's
grenades on
shields are
him.
down.
Okay, I see.
Assuming they don't raise them, that missile's gonna be one heck of a surprise.
Yeah, the Washington game is probably going to be low scoring, but you know we've won a couple pretty low scoring games lately, so it is what it is.
Is it a respawn timer? What the fuck?
Sure, Ryguy. How is it a
These
bad thing?
Covenants seem more fanatical than the ones we fought before.
How would he know that?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, you just met them, bro.
Wow. Plasma weapons suck.
Yeah, but they're the only things that can take down these damn shields.
Friggin' overcharged plasma pistol shot takes up a quarter of the entire battery now.
Really?
At 25%.
Okay.
It's insane.
That's not ideal.
that, and there's like no fucking ammo for
We're just about there.
human weapons. How were they thinking?
Ooh, Needler. Okay, let's see if the Needler's good in this game. I think it is. We've been pretty good stopping the run so far this year, though, Money Settle, so... Not too worried about running backs, trust me. The people I'm worried about are receivers and QBs.
Jesus Christ.
What's the matter?
Every single fucking weapon's out of batteries, out of ammo, out of everything.
It's
Man,
like, well, you don't
what
pick
the hell
up...
were they thinking?
Yeah, you're not picking up ammo. It's like the gun you pick up has however many bullets it has. And you can never get more bullets for it. You just have to get a whole new gun. Something like that. It's kind of weird.
There were like 7 plasma pistols on the ground that had no battery.
You'll have to prime the launch for ignition.
Cortana.
It's nothing. Just get to the launch station.
Alright.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Chief, you need to find the missile controls.
Damn it. Yeah, Eduardo, I mean, there's a little bit of both. There's a little bit of both going on there, Eduardo.
How are these weapons able to fire in a vacuum?
What would happen if you fired a gun in a vacuum? I actually don't know.
Yeah, so far I'm not liking this.
It feels a little... I don't know, something's not right. I don't know how to describe it, though.
There's like no ammo for anything. All the weapons feel weak as shit and they fucking suck. You lose your shields in like fucking seconds. I'm spending way more time just like running behind cover to wait for my shields to recharge and then running around looking for ammo than I actually do doing anything productive.
I'm wondering if maybe if you crank down the difficulty, if any of that stuff would be remedied.
I doubt it. Also, what the fuck? I had a needle explosion that took out like all of my shields from 3 needles. What the fuck?
I wonder if there's like some sort of first mission handicap thing going on.
It's just how the game's gonna be.
I mean, I have generally heard that this game was considered to be something of a disappointment. It did not get good reviews on Steam, I know that. I'm only playing it to play it, basically.
Launch initiated.
So even though we're in a zero gravity environment,
Frank, the blast door's
and
the missile won't fire until it's cleared. Get down there.
you know, like when people die, their bodies are floating, there's floating guns around and shit. Despite all that, when you jump into the air, you don't actually float.
You're right.
Ammo again.
I mean, didn't Reach kind of do the same thing where you always had to swap out guns because you never had a lot of ammo? Maybe they feel like that's what you're supposed to do if their later games keep doing that.
I don't know.
Okay, so I float when I'm dead, but not when I'm alive. I guess the game would be unplayable if every time you jumped you would just shoot off into space, but yeah. Like, I like the way that...
Is the storm rifle just a new weapon, or did they replace the plasma rifle with it?
The storm rifle feels like the carbine to me. I like the way the shooting feels. It feels a little more real and a little less arcadey. But something else doesn't feel right.
So, now can we worry about the giant metal planet? It's using a gravity well to pull us inside the surface. We've got to hurry. The second we cross the dome's event horizon, its atmosphere is going to tear us apart.
Where are the closest escape pods?
If you look up, we're not moving at all.
Closest airlock. Go!
Yeah, Ryguy. You work in retail. You keep pretty busy generally.
I don't know about that.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know from first-hand experience, but...
One of the most boringest days that I ever had ever was when I was working at that gas station, because people aren't constantly coming in buying shit. You got nothing else to do. Just fucking sit there just waiting. God, that was the worst.
Yeah, I could see that, but I'm thinking like during Christmas time because Ryguy works at the Dollar Tree, and I imagine if you're working retail at the Dollar Tree, you're probably going to keep somewhat active.
I don't know. Depends on where you live.
He lives in Portland.
Are there a lot of people with like welfare? I don't know if they have EBT in fucking Oregon.
Oh shit, I didn't realize you had to jump. Damn it. Oh, you're stalking the shelves. Okay, Ryguy. Well, that could be a little more boring, potentially. If you're stalking shelves. Although, I think I would prefer stalking shelves to working the cash register, personally. Just thinking about it real quick off the top of my head.
I don't know. I like the way money smells.
That's a valid point. I feel like stocking shelves, you have to interact with people less.
We're caught in the gravity well.
Can you track the escape pod?
Yeah, it's called gravity. Just give me a cutscene that I can skip, you know.
God Loves You? No, but their schedule is too tough to realistically make the playoffs. I did look it up. This game actually only has, I think, 8 total missions. So, in terms of mission count, it seems quite short.
Yeah, maybe. Ugh. I'm so hungry.
You literally don't have any food?
Just this jar of peanuts, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Where are we?
if you need a hand, just let me know.
No, I'll be fine.
Cortana.
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
Something
Hey,
was
Fabio.
wrong even before we left the Dawn.
Chief? Really? I'm fine.
Cortana.
I was put into service 8 years ago.
8 years.
AIs deteriorate after 7, Chief.
Halsey.
Chief.
We need to find Halsey.
Chief, please.
She made you. She can fix you.
I won't recover from rampancy.
It's a computer
If we don't just get
program.
back to
So
work
is this like
and
Blade
find
Runner?
Halsey, she can fix this.
Is this going to be like Blade Runner, where you're trying to... a
Don't
replicant is trying to
make
get
girl
a longer
promise you
lifespan?
can't keep.
I don't know.
We need to move.
Probably.
Fabio, yeah.
Doesn't look like the Covenant fared much better.
Now, if you think about it, that'd make a lot of
How many
sense, though.
ships made it to the roof?
They ripped off StarCraft, ran out of material, then started ripping off Blade
We
Runner.
still need a ride home.
Yeah.
Just like all other science fiction ever made.
I still need to see the new Blade Runner, actually. I haven't seen it yet.
Neither have I, and I have no intention of watching it.
Mm.
It's just about all the modern actors, actresses that I don't like are in that, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Just the new model and the armor setup that they've got, they look a lot different. You can like actually see what grunts are supposed to look like now. They're kind of like shellless humanoid turtles.
Fabio in the chat says, watch it, Snacks. It's very beautifully shot. For whatever that's worth.
See, if I care about cinematography, I'm just gonna watch Skyfall again.
That's a good point.
I know that I like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Chief, see if that terminal is still active. The Covenant have been broadcasting that from an equidistant orbit
Or
every
The
30
Shining.
minutes for the last
There's
3
another movie that
years.
looks pretty amazing.
They've been waiting outside the
Yeah.
for 3 years.
Anything by
Apparently they couldn't get
fucking
in.
Stanley Kubrick is kind of cheating.
True. Okay, I hear Covenant, but I don't see Covenant.
It's from the transmitter thingy that we were standing on.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a Covenant radio. Hey chat, quick, what's 224 divided by 32?
Picking up a faint transmission on the high band.
Covenant.
I don't think so. The pattern's different. I'll try to triangulate its
I think
position.
it's 7. 7 magazines. And all this fucking room in his armor and shit, he can only carry fucking 7 magazines.
He's got to carry all the credit cards he uses for his OnlyFans subscription to Cortana.
Yeah, seriously, those AI feed pics are just too damn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Warthogs.
I mean, he's been asleep for years, man. Just
Nice
think
to see
about
your
that
luck is
fucking
holding out.
inflation.
Oh, Fabio says that Skyfall and Blade Runner 2049 actually both have the same cinematographer.
Makes sense. Just gonna end it. Haste.
It's not the fall that kills you.
Oh yeah. Well, at least the carbine's regular. It's got 72 shots.
Yeah, the carbine was one of my favorite weapons.
I'm still in one piece. Nice to see your luck is
I
holding
miss
out.
playing as the Arbiter.
You're the Arbiter?
I said I miss playing as the
Oh, I
Arbiter.
see.
John's a ginger.
Chief,
A Master Chief.
about my condition.
Didn't Roger Deakins also
I didn't
do
want to mention it, seeing as
1917?
how
He was the
it's a long
cinematographer
shot
for
since
that?
you brought it up.
I never saw
It is possible that
1917. I
getting
don't
home
know.
could help me find a solution for my
I feel like
rampage.
Roger Deakins has won a ton of Oscars.
Well, as far as
Or
I know,
nominated
I'm
for
the
a ton
only
anyway.
AI ever generated from
Well,
lineage.
yeah, I
A clone
mean,
of Dr. Halsey, to be precise.
that's
It may be possible
not
to
what
recompile
the
my
hell.
neural net
That's
by
not
recreating
exactly
the same conditions. But that means getting back to Halsey soon.
competitive field. You know.
True.
A lot of people don't even pay any attention to that aspect of shit. It's like safeties before Ed Reed. You know, it was a position, but nobody really were just there.
The driving physics in this game feel a little different, I think, just watching you drive
Chief,
this.
I'm hearing that strange signal again.
I could be
Yeah.
misestimating it, but it feels different.
I'm curious.
Fucking thing sounds like an RC car, not a Jeep.
Odd. Hostiles.
Why haven't we seen any monkeys?
Booga booga, where the white women at?
Basically.
I gotta watch that moment back on stream from yesterday. I gotta find the timestamp for that.
I liked when we were playing Among Us and I made the Hey Arnold joke. That was pretty good.
Damn
How
it.
the fuck did that even happen? I feel like a steakhouse, but she handles like a... Are you fucking kidding me? This dumb shit. Plasma pistols should be banned. They're tournament illegal now.
Sidious says there are no brutes in this game.
Why not? And all the monkeys die. The Arbiter committed genocide.
Well, you see, despite only being 13% of the Covenant population,
Yeah, pretty much.
they had to do something. And you know, the thing with the Arbiters is, despite being only 2% of the population, they make up 40% of the billionaires.
Wow.
Chief, several patrols just reported in outside that structure over the ridge. It's possible they're onto something.
Okay, you aren't fighting the Covenant. It's just a group that's separated from the main group. Fair enough.
So why didn't they invite any monkeys to join them? I think if anyone's got a bone to pick with how the Covenant is currently run, it's probably the monkeys.
Well, I guess this is like the Covenant version of a white ethno-state. Oh my god, what is doing that?
This right here, the fuel rod.
Yeah, those fuel rods are messing me up, man.
I don't suppose you have a plan for that.
Oh, this is space Rhodesia.
Asking is not my strong suit.
So why are we fighting them? We should be joining them.
You know, I used to be a big fan of Doug Peterson, but I think Frank Reich may have been the true power behind that 2017 Eagles team.
I watched a YouTube video that said the reason the Eagles were good is because they had a center that was really good.
Well, they still have that center, Kelsey, and he is definitely really good. He also looks like a dude who would be on Duck Dynasty.
Everything would be so much easier if you were just gay.
Yeah.
Basically. I died too. Those needlers are no fucking joke.
Yeah.
Unless I'm using them, then they are a joke.
Actually, when I was using the needler, I found it to be really effective. Like, I remember I used to watch Gavin McInnes' show when he was on, The Rebel, I think. And he talked about how, you know, when he initially was working in media, I think he started at Vox or something, before Vox became what it is now. And he said, you know, he would work with gay people who every lunch break, like every day they worked there for years, every lunch break, this gay guy he worked with would just go out, go meet a random person in an alley, have sex with them, and then come back to work. And it was like a new person every day, a completely random stranger that he probably never met again. Like, that's how easy it was.
Yeah. Nah, not sure if I can talk about this on stream. So I won't.
How bad can it be?
But, I'll try to clean it up a bit and say there are folks on an online community that is rather famous for thinking that heterosexual dating in the current year is a little bit of a catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
So these same guys who are all like, yeah, you know, it's a fucking mess, they go and make Grindr accounts and then see wild amounts of success, and they're like, wow, you know, if I could just homo max, everything would be fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, you can't.
Okay, Gavin McKinney started advice. Okay, thank you. Brandon, no, but I want to see it. That was directed by the guy who directed Uncut Gems, and I liked Uncut Gems, so I wanted to see that
Adam
movie.
Sandler?
Yeah, Uncut Gems had Adam Sandler in it, yeah.
Didn't he direct it too?
No, it was directed by the Safdie brothers.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
I'll revive you, just give me a second.
Yeah, the guy with the sword just ran at me.
Well, if you were gay, you would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had a magic lamp and could make a genie appear. I would just wish.
That elite
Okay, so Ryguy in the chat apparently knows exactly what community you're talking about, Snacks.
Probably gave it away by saying homo.
Yeah, Jojo, I only ever saw the first 300. I never saw the second one.
Oh,
Run a
man.
soft patch to it from the suit. Never know what might come in handy.
Okay. Now we have camouflage on demand.
No crap.
Long noob.
There's that phantom signal again.
I heard something that time.
How did you do that? What button did you push?
I don't know what it'd be for you. I went in my keybinds and changed use active ability thingy to mouse 5.
Oh, okay.
Sentinels.
I wondered when they'd show up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that too then, or something equivalent. Give me... Fabio, my favorite movie's probably Goodfellas. Okay. Action, armor, ability, special action. You said special action, right?
No, not special action. Use ability or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Armor
I see.
ability thing.
Okay, I have that then.
Unlike reach, sprinting is not
There.
one of those
Chief.
things.
A console in the back.
So that's nice.
Yeah. I like the implication that the player we're playing as is so woefully out of shape he needs steroids to be able to spring.
Basically. Albino shellless turtle that accidentally swam out of its own shell and washed up on the beach dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a localized site cartographer.
Yeah, Brandon, did you see the lighthouse? I saw that one
In service of
last
Forerunner
year.
Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem. At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. It locked up. I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations. I'll put them up for you. Hopefully we can find some way to get this cartographer back online.
Oh, snap. Robots. Wait, are they attacking us or not? Okay, I guess they're chill. Yeah, Patterson's a good actor. He is. He's playing it.
What's it doing?
It's all right. This energy is actually a ferroelectric data field.
Oh
Your
shit.
shields are just cycling in response to the chamber's charge.
Will this bring the cartographer back online?
Partially. This type of processing system usually works in parallel. We'll have to locate its twin.
Oh, thank you, Insidious. He says the robots are friendly. Until the, what do they call that? The moment when robots are able to actually create more of themselves. The, that moment when robots are actually able to effectively reproduce by creating more of themselves.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like over in Japan, the guys that created the robot thing. That's it's a hand-holding simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I wonder if there's like a poverty version that doesn't have any like actual functionality or not.
The poverty version is just finding a homeless dude.
I guess. I don't know, Insidious. The graphics in this game look fine to me, more or less. But...
Yeah, the game looks fine. I don't... Where the hell? Oh, fuck.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Anyway,
UNSC AI
game looks fine.
Please respond.
Problem I'm having is the way that it plays. I'm not a fan of it.
yeah, it feels less arcadey, which I like, but something is just a little off with...
The cartographer should be back online.
Brandon, the best actor of the 21st century... I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis did a lot of his work before this century, so I don't know if he would count, but if so, definitely him. If you're only looking at, like, 21st century performances, then... that's a little tougher.
Autumn Shank. What? How'd they know I was there? I was invisible. What's the name of the actor who played Harry Potter in the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, he's the best actor. No, seriously though, my answer is Ralph Fiennes.
Oh yeah, he is very good. Ralph Fiennes, yeah, he's very good.
But this guy is fucking like infinite fucking shield. What the hell?
Clear them out.
Where the hell did he go?
RP Gaming, I do have a PS4.
Fucking hell, these things are so fast.
Yeah, and I need a gun. And I'm not picky about what kind of gun.
Just shoot one of the robots. Give you that.
Yeah, Denzel's a good actor, but I never think of Denzel Washington as like a top tier actor. The same way I do like the Daniel Day-Lewis's of the world. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, see, the problem is that Denzel plays the exact same character in every movie. He's the Black Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I feel like what's the best movie Denzel Washington's ever been in? It's probably Training Day.
And in my opinion, it's the Malcolm X movie that Spike Lee did.
Oh yeah.
But I think a lot of people would say Training Day because it's probably just more popular.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought you were asking more like, what was his best performance?
Because I feel like Denzel's done a lot of like very mediocre films.
And like I said, he's a Black Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Plays the exact same character in every movie, and he's in a ton of shit, while also being in a ton of really good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Insidious. I've seen Christian Bale give some awful performances. Is the thing. I agree with you. He's given some awesome ones.
I got it.
But I've seen him
That
mail
can't
it
be
in
right.
really badly.
Scan again.
Oh yeah, name 12.
We've already passed through one layer of the planet's surface. It's not crazy to think that someone else made it deeper inside than we
No,
did.
no, seriously, come up with an example. Like
Well, there's
Let me
Terminator
see if I
4.
can
He does a
figure out
terrible
way to
job
reach
in
these
that
coordinates
movie.
that doesn't involve
that
digging
wasn't
into
his fault. That was
Mhm.
just a bad movie.
There's
Yeah,
a
it
terminus on
was.
far side
The
of
material's
complex.
bad.
We can portal to the planet's core from there.
I actually Public Enemies. I thought he did a very wooden job in that one. I didn't like his performance in
Oh,
Oh
Public
yeah,
Enemies.
that whole movie was fucking
We're
awful.
taking it.
I agree there.
Yeah.
That was legit the only movie in my entire life that I thought was so bad that I went and got my fucking money back and just walked out of the theater before it was over. That movie was awful.
I actually
Get
think
to that terminus and find
his
Infinity.
performance in The Dark Knight is not great. I think he's better in The Dark Knight Rises, which is kind of interesting
Not
because
much.
I think The Dark
She was
Knight's a
supposed to be
better
massive,
film.
but the project was only in
But
prototype
he's
right
kind
now.
of wooden for me as Batman. He's fine, I guess. Let's see what else is there.
I can agree that Aaron Eckhart carried that film.
I mean, I think like the material carries the Dark Knight trilogy more than Bruce Wayne's performance.
And then also Aaron Eckhart, because Aaron Eckhart's the best.
Yeah, he's wonderful. God, let me see. Okay, no, he's good in American Psycho. He's good in The Fighter. He's good in... I haven't seen the Dick Cheney movie, but I guess he's good in that.
Was that one where he played a fat guy?
Yeah, he played Dick Cheney as a fat guy.
No, the other fat guy.
American Hustle.
Yeah, that's it.
And his performance in that was good, but that movie was not very good, unfortunately. What'd you think about the Steelers game? That was... Why did every receiver forget how to catch in that game? Like, there were 20 dropped passes total in that game, I swear. I was trying to figure that out. For one. There have definitely been some Christian Bale performances where I was like, this man doesn't know how to emote. Oh, he was good in The Machinist. I did see that one. I saw that one a
Not
long
the
time
one
ago.
where he's a cancer patient or something?
No, but he can't sleep because of some guilt he feels. He literally hasn't slept in like 2 years or something. So he's skinny. He's like, you know, normal height, but he weighs about 80 pounds. Yeah, he's...
Hold on, my hand's gone numb. I don't know why.
He's fine in a Ford versus Ferrari.
He was in that movie.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix, I feel like, hasn't been in enough for me to say he's the best actor of the decade. But, yeah, he's very good, obviously.
I think we can all agree his best role was in Signs.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a good movie. That was the first horror movie I ever saw in the theaters.
Oh, fuck. Fell.
Okay, I got you.
I didn't know if that was actually the ground or not because of how fucked up this map looks.
Yeah, I remember actually going to see Signs in the theater. Like, my parents were really excited because they liked The Sixth Sense and they loved Mel Gibson.
And they were disappointed because M. Night Shyamalan's a hack for it.
That movie's not bad. I like that movie fine. The alien stuff is garbage, but the family stuff is solid. M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong. It's actually the only M. Night Shyamalan movie I've seen all the way through. I have not seen The Sixth Sense all the way through, although I know everything that happens in it, and I know what it's about. I've not seen...
So does everybody.
Yeah, I have not seen Unbreakable. I have not seen any of the shitty movies he did.
Unbreakable has got to be like the... It's got such a fucking cool title.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such an awful movie compared to the title, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to phrase that, like... a highest cool title to disappointment of a movie ratio? I don't know.
I don't know, Brandon. Matthew McConaughey was kind of a joke for a good chunk of this decade. I don't think he can be the best actor of the decade.
Yeah, I mean, he was eventually in some good stuff, there's no doubt about that, but
Yeah.
This is also the same guy that was in that movie where he's the only normal-sized person in a family of midgets.
Oh, remember Failure to Launch?
And in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman. So long, noob.
Hey, Santee, welcome to the stream. This Halo feels a little less arcadey than Halo, the other Halos, which I do like, but the weapons feel weaker and there's not enough ammo.
Oh man, that's just not true at all, dude. You just said this game's less arcadey. The shit I just did, this is arcadey as fuck. Like, I shot... Oh man, I shot the thing with a plasma pistol to bring it down to the ground, and then as soon as it was unstunned, it starts flying again. And then I just go to board the thing, so I warped from like 20 feet away to jump on, and then I somehow kicked the guy literally out of the Banshee while it's closed up. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah. Insidious, I think Heath Ledger was the best Joker. I have no issue with going with the majority opinion on that one.
I mean, any answer is good as long as it's not Jack Nicholson, because that's not... Well, see, that's exactly what I was going to say, is that, you know, it could be a meme answer, like Jared Leto, you know. But if it's Jack Nicholson, then it's just a hateful boomer who fucking can't accept anything other than the shit that they grew up with, you know what I mean?
I will say I do think Keaton is the best Batman, but yeah. I don't think Nicholson even did very good. All he does is do, like, random sight gags.
Who was the guy who was in Top Gun who was Batman at one point?
Oh, Val Kilmer.
Yeah, he was the best Batman.
Yeah.
Chief, the Covenant net's going crazy. They're ordering all units to
Batman
convert to
Forever
power.
is
I guess we
the
got their attention.
second movie I ever saw in the theaters. And I was like 6 years old when I saw it, and that movie left my mind the moment I saw it. Like, once I was out of that theater, I was like, I don't remember anything that happened in that movie.
No, it's crazy though with Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face. That would have been fucking amazing to have Tommy Lee Jones playing one of the characters in the Nolan Batman movies.
Yeah, actually, you've got a great point there. Brandon, I don't hate Jack Nicholson. I think he is a phenomenal actor. I've seen him do some great stuff, but I don't think he does anything in Batman other than just do sight gags.
For what it's worth, I don't hate Jack Nicholson either. Like,
yeah. And by the way, Jack Nicholson is just playing the role he was told to play. It's not his fault. It's like Billy Zane in Titanic. He's playing the role that he was told to play. It's not his fault.
yeah, I mean, like, in order to understand that shit, you know, it's just Tim Burton crap. And that becomes evident when you watch the other one that he did with Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Tim Burton is just a fucking weird guy, and that's not a compliment.
Yeah, the only Tim Burton movie I've ever seen that I really liked was Edward Scissorhands, I think.
That being said, Jack Nicholson Joker had perhaps one of the best lines in cinematic history when he said, "This town needs an enema." I say that all the fucking time.
Most towns do.
Especially nowadays. Everything big. No. Ghosts suck so badly right now. Like, you see how small these plasma shots are?
Yeah.
They're that small because they do that much less damage.
Like, if you guys have watched the Tim Burton original Batman recently, ask yourself, like, what is the Joker trying to accomplish in that movie? Like, what's his goal? What's he trying to do?
We're about to have our hands
I don't
full.
think you can really answer that question in a
Issued a general
satisfying
order.
way.
They're moving all ground teams to secure the tower entrance.
He just
above
does whatever the movie needs him to do to give Batman something to fight in that particular scene.
Oh man, I just remembered how awful the fucking let's get nuts scene was. Oh, sorry about that.
Like,
you know,
he's-
right after he killed you, he dropped his sword and just started running away while shooting at me. What the hell was that? If he kept his sword out, he'd have fucking killed me too.
Like Heath Ledger's Joker is random too, but he's random in he actually does have something he's trying to accomplish. He does have something he's trying to do with his actions. Oh yeah, Scorsese's my favorite director, Brandon. Scorsese's my favorite director. But yeah, it's like there's one scene in the movie where he says, where the stupid female character in that movie, whose name escapes me, asks him, "What do you want?" And he says, "My face on the $1 bill." And it's like, yeah, that may as well be what he wants. Yeah, I've heard of movie 43. I've never seen it.
What? 43rd movie ever made or something?
No, it was.
What the hell kind of title is that?
It was called Movie 43. It's one of the worst reviewed movies of all time. It was a collaboration of like 20 different directors or some nonsense, and I know James Gunn was one of them.
Oh, dude, check this out. I stuck this guy and it didn't kill him.
Huh. Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, Vicky Vale, thank you.
Sentinels are trying to keep the Covenant out.
Now, that was the character's name, not the actress.
God, what's the actress's name? I should know.
Actress's name escapes. Wow. Don't get too close to the hunter. He will kill you in one hit.
No, Trent, I don't.
Oh, I was going to say the actress's name escapes everybody because she's an excellent example of the type of thing I was talking about yesterday. With Mia Jovovich and Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
You know, they're just attractive enough to be worth the Weinstein-type producer to say, hey, I'll give you a job if you blow me.
Yeah.
But as soon as they hit their 40s, they're done.
Yeah. Insidious, I think Pattinson's going to do pretty good as Batman, actually. Ooh. I don't know if the movie will be good, but I don't think it'll be bad because of him. Not that I think actors... It's pretty rare that I think actors are capable of being bad enough to ruin a film. Like, I don't think there are that many instances where it's like, oh, this movie would have been good, but this actor is so bad, he just makes it bad. I don't think that happens that often.
And when's the last example you can think of?
Man. Like, I can think of the opposite example, which would be There Will Be Blood. I don't think that movie would be very good if not for Daniel Day-Lewis and Paul Dano. But as for a movie that would have been good that got ruined by a bad acting performance, maybe like The Godfather Part 3, but that movie would have been pretty mediocre even if it was a good performance. But yeah, most of the time, a bad performance just makes a bad movie worse. Like, you know, Twilight wouldn't have been good if it had good performances.
While you were busy, I managed to clear up another
Yes, it would have
transmission
been.
from Infinity.
Sounded like he said artifact.
I wonder if it's related to whatever.
Yeah, I had to watch those movies, but thankfully I've forgotten how they go.
The map placed it
Why?
at the top of
Who
the
could
tower.
possibly force somebody to watch a Twilight movie?
Well, again, I've got to... I'll give you 3 guesses.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
The people who run Hollywood force you to buy a ticket.
Swing and a miss, but not a bad effort.
Sorry, I had to do it. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Could you imagine that shit? Some fucking supervillain just holding the city hostage.
Hey,
Not until you
Soundwalker.
all watch Twilight.
Yeah, I've never watched them. I know what happens in them. I know the idea, but... Did you ever have to watch 50 Shades of Grey?
No, because that's like... It's basically the same in terms of like why it's popular, but it's also different in terms of why you go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I get you, but you know how 50 Shades of Grey started, right?
If I remember correctly, the lady that wrote it as a Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah, literally just copy and pasted out the names when she decided this should be a real
When I tried to
book.
access the outlet closest to Infinity's transmissions, the system responded with this.
Big Dog. It's a joke, but those awards are all jokes now anyway, so not worth
It's the forum
getting
spell
upset
for the
about.
Claimer.
What awards?
Oscars and Golden
That's
Globes.
got to be Infinity.
Yeah. It's like, I keep trying to tell people this anytime anyone gets upset
Let me
over
try
it.
to open a portal.
Look, Weinstein, the whole thing, that is proof. Like, what did he go to jail for? He went to jail because
Cortana.
he
I'm picking up unknown signatures.
was forcing women to have sex with him. They say that it was forced, but what he was doing is he was selling
Set a waypoint out of the tower. Cortana.
awards and movie parts in exchange for sexual favors.
How did... Quick! Into the portal!
Casting couch.
So you think about, right, you think about the year that Saving Private Ryan didn't win Best Picture, instead it won, was Shakespeare in Love. Shakespeare in Love was a Weinstein Company production.
Yeah.
He bought that Oscar, and the lead actress that year, I don't even remember her fucking name,
Gwyneth
and hardly
Paltrow?
anybody who watched that shit,
Advanced defense
I don't know,
AI.
probably, like,
think it
I
was
got no
Gwyneth
fucking
Paltrow.
idea.
But it's hard to
She
say.
won the Oscar that year for Best Actress.
Come on, let's figure out where that transit system dumped us.
That's the point, is that, when the Weinstein shit came out, it was proof, like Joker said, casting couch, that people in Hollywood were purchasing Oscars. So at the absolute least, Weinstein was able to do it. So why would you ever care about those awards ever again?
This is Requiem's core.
When it's already been established. Pretty much every travesty of justice that's ever happened in the history of the Oscars has been because somebody was getting blown behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a joke that Kubrick never won Best Director. I still think that's, like, weird, but maybe that's why it happened. Maybe that's why he didn't win.
Right, because if you piss off the wrong people who tend to have a thirst for usury, well, that's kind of what happens.
Pull me and let's go.
Because, once again, it doesn't sound like a Presbyterian problem, right? I don't know. I know that I gotta work on my credit so that way I can get a loan for $250,000 to send my daughter to art school.
You gotta work on your social credit score.
Yeah. That way instead it'll me who. Jesus.
For the sake of argument.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I got no idea what that was going
I didn't either.
I was literally just about to say I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I'm just walking towards this weird light, and then I fell into the lava.
Mm-hmm. I know it was a loaded year, but like, is Shawshank not winning any Oscars is a joke. Goodfellas not winning the Oscar was a joke, I think. But yeah, at this point, why even get that mad about it? Especially now that they did this rule where your movie has to be like 25% or more non-white people casted, or else it's not eligible.
They call it diverse when the entire cast is black.
Mm-hmm.
Those weren't the same things we saw in the trailers.
Well, like, that's my question. Literally, 100% of the cast in Parasite was Korean. So, could Korean not win Best Oscar now?
No, it's diverse, because diverse just means no white people.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Introverted, welcome to the stream.
Oh, hold on. I just got a Ingleberry.
Yeah, Insidious. I think they actually implemented it. I know they were discussing it. I'm not 100% sure if they implemented it, but I think they did. So Dunkirk would not have been eligible to win an Oscar.
We're about to get busy.
I remember when that movie came out and everyone's complaining, like, where's the black people? It's all like, yeah, I wonder. How many black people are in the fucking German army? Jeez, where's all the black British soldiers?
Mm-hmm. Like, imagine if, like, Braveheart couldn't have won an Oscar in this current climate. I don't think Braveheart had any non-white people.
I don't know. I mean, there was an Italian in that movie. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I don't think that counts. Although, I have been watching Fargo Season 4 lately. And one of the themes of Fargo Season 4 is you basically have these two competing organized crime outfits in Missouri. One is made up of Italians and the other is made up of blacks. And kind of one of the themes is, to the rest of the country, both those people are considered dirt blacks and Italians. And this takes place in 1950, so especially so.
Yeah. I started laughing because I remember that one meme. Uncle Ben, you look Italian. Thank you, Peter.
Like, in the first episode of Fargo Season 4, the mob boss, the Italian mob boss, the leader of the family, gets shot in the neck. And so they go to the local hospital, it's a St. Bartholomew, I think it's called, in Missouri, to get him treated. And he's like literally bleeding out on the waiting room floor. And then the head of the hospital comes out and is like, you guys are going to have to leave. We don't treat Italians here. We don't treat your type here.
Only lonely Anno.
Yeah. And like this wealthy woman in a later episode comes to donate enough money for them to open up a new wing of the hospital. And she's like, okay, I'll give you this money, but no Jews. No Jews allowed in my wing.
Hello, base department?
Yeah. So yeah, one of the themes is that both of these groups, Italians and blacks, are both looked upon as dirt by the rest of America. And they're not that different.
Oh no. One of these robots has swords for arms and it ran at me. Chased by robo-dogs? What the fuck?
But yeah, Fargo might be your kind of show, Snacks. It's very like chaotic and unpredictable and violent. You might appreciate it.
My favorite kind of show is actually something that's extremely predictable as long as it's good. Oh.
I mean, I guess predictable is sometimes debatable. Like,
yeah, I would say instead reliable.
Like, do you consider Breaking Bad to be predictable?
Didn't like Breaking. I mean, it was good. It was not a bad show, but I didn't like it as much as a lot of people do. You know, like I've rewatched the Star Trek like a bajillion fucking times. I haven't rewatched Breaking Bad.
Well, it's a
Just
long
watched it one time, and that's it.
We must be getting close to the pylon.
And hey, that's actually a great example. Is that a lot of media nowadays, and Breaking Bad's included here, it's not centered around telling a story so much as it is about moments. So this is the thing with Breaking Bad is like I'll go occasionally watch YouTube clips of the stuff that I like. Like when Mike punched Walter, that was fucking great. So I'll watch that, but I'm not gonna watch that whole fucking episode.
Yeah.
I think
think
it's about moments.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of a show that's all about moments, that's kind of the impression I get from Game of Thrones. Like, everything's about, oh, who are we going to kill off this week? Who's going to die this week?
That's an excellent example, because being about the moment is postmodern New Age crap. It's centered around advertising on social media.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about actually being good.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Breaking Bad's quite like that because the character development was much better than something like just based around moments. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That is a good point about the whole moments thing. But, like, do you consider... Let's see, what's another good example? Like, in my experience, Star Trek is usually pretty predictable or reliable or however you want to put it.
Right. Every single episode's exactly the same. Go to some new planet, and it's like basically a human-looking alien that's got like 1 or 2 facial markings. And there's some sort of problem that they got. And then they figure out some weird science-y thing in order to fix it, and then...
You learn something about the human condition, theoretically.
Yeah. And occasionally somebody gets killed, and then they shoot some stuff. Not often.
Man, I've been
like,
out of... yeah.
Oh, pick up the guns that these new enemies are dropping here, because they drop a shitload of ammo. So I've never had ammo problems since I started using these.
Alright.
So I'm probably just going to use these for the rest of the game, even though they're not as fun to me as other weapons are.
Okay, here we go. Bolt shot.
Yeah, that kind of crap. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, what I like in a game is when it doesn't force me to play a specific way. I like when it gives me tools. It says, okay, here's what you can use in order to get things done. And then it says, okay, just make your choice, and we're not going to overly encourage any specific way to get it done.
Oh,
By that I'm referring to there's ammo all over the fucking place for these new weapons, but I don't like them. Plasma weapons, the battery runs out after like a couple of fucking seconds, but those are what I like using.
Right.
They don't even have the plasma rifle in this game, and I've been using that pretty much the entire fucking franchise.
Yeah, introverted. This might sound sacrilegious, but the only Star Trek I've seen a significant amount of is Enterprise. I watched like the first 3 seasons, and I liked it, but I dropped it. I was watching it when I was little with my dad, and then we just stopped watching it. I know a lot about Star Trek because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about Star Trek content, so I know a lot about like TOS, TNG, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, the movies. But yeah, I haven't watched a ton of Star Trek.
Well, I really liked Enterprise because I'm a huge Scott Bakula fan.
That's the target.
And T'Pol was a smoke show.
Oh yeah. She had way too many emotions though for somebody who was supposed to be full Vulcan.
Yeah. Well, she was a woman.
That's a good point. It's like, what was the name of the Black Vulcan in Voyager?
Tuvok.
Tuvok. Yeah, he was always doing like the he was basically doing a Leonard Nimoy impression all the time. He was never. It felt like he was always just doing a mediocre impersonation of Leonard Nimoy. And I know there's that one episode where he's actually able to literally turn his emotions on and off. Like, somebody goes into his brain and, like, basically gives him emotions. And I'm like, you know, if you can do that, seems to me you should do that a lot more often.
The thing with Vulcans is that they have emotions. You know, they do the whole logic thing, trying to turn their emotions off because they feel emotions super strong or whatever. So, you know, if they flew into an autistic rage, then they would kill somebody really super bad because they're like super strong and super fast and shit.
Let's figure out how to take it down.
Anyway, I forgot what my point was. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Vulcans have emotions, is the thing.
It was gonna be something about the Tuvok character, but I forget. But yeah, I was gonna say he was really emotional too. When you understand that his character a lot of the time was just like constantly pissed off. Like, he was mad as fuck all the time. He was salty as shit.
It kind of makes me think of that one... Oh, there's another movie where Christian Bale gives a pretty bad performance. Equilibrium.
Hey, you said sacrilege earlier, man. You can't fucking talk about Equilibrium and say that it's bad.
I don't know, man. I just found that movie to be so...
The fucking gun kata? Come on, man.
I mean, maybe it's campy, but... I don't know. I didn't buy it. It's like, so apparently, supposedly if you have emotions in that society, you get killed, right? Like, nobody's allowed to have emotions.
No, not for the whole society. It was for, specifically for the, special gun kata using enforcer people. They were supposed to be completely emotionless.
Right, okay. And I remember watching this movie, and I see people, like, yelling at each other, and people getting angry, and I'm like, okay, can you kill him? He's obviously pissed off right now. Like, you should maybe kill him now.
Yeah.
Didn't the director who did Equilibrium do, like, a movie called Ultraviolet that was trying to do, like, gym kata instead of gun kata?
I truly have no idea. I've never heard of that.
I may have bad dreamed it. Yeah, JS, Bale's Batman voice is bad, but it's also not that big of a deal, so whatever.
No. The Batman voice wasn't his fault. That's, fucking Nolan did that in post-production.
Yeah, I know he changed Bane's voice because he released the opening scene of The Dark Knight Rises in IMAX theaters as like a sneak preview, and people were like, we can't understand what the hell that dude's saying. So he changed it.
Shit.
You know, if it was George Lucas who did that, he would have been like, well, screw you, I like it this way.
His animus fucking. Yeah, but at the same time, George Lucas would have said, you know what, your criticism is valid. Let me make it worse. You have any idea how fucking infuriating it is to try to like look up clips from the original trilogy on YouTube, and all of it is fucking the awful fucking edited crap. Like, I don't know if you ever seen this one, fucking when Darth Vader kills the Emperor.
Oh, and then he goes, no!
And fucking screams no like a fucking...
Which completely destroys the scene.
Absolutely.
Because he's supposed to be doing this willingly. Like, I'm sure he knew that was going to kill him.
Violently rips you out of the scene.
Yeah, I remember...
I mean, it was so bad, it was so jarring that he might as well have fucking pulled a pie out from his pocket and fucking pied the Emperor in the face. How fucking ridiculous that shit was. Just the... God. Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah. God, what was it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was a 60 Minutes interview that George Lucas did right before Revenge of the Sith came out in theaters. And I remember he was doing this interview with whoever it is who works, one of the interviewers on 60 Minutes, and she asked him, like, I mean, are you worried about this one getting bad reviews because Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones got pretty bad reviews? Are you worried about it? And he's like, no, the reviewers have never liked any of my movies. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I can only think of, like, one major film critic who gave a negative review of the original Star Wars.
Or the Indiana Jones trilogy?
Yeah.
Because I know that was Steven Spielberg, but, like, it was basically a fucking partnership production. George came up with a shitload of the ideas. Like, he pretty much did almost all of Temple of Doom on his own. Now, granted, Temple of Doom is widely regarded by a lot of people as being the worst of the trilogy, but that's also because they're fucking obsessed with Indiana Jones fighting Nazis. The whole reason Temple of Doom was good and is my favorite Indiana Jones is because it's different. It shows you that the world is more than just Indiana Jones versus Nazis. Feels like an established character who gets into hijinks and you know, does stuff other than fight Germans.
Yeah, I think my main problem with Temple of Doom is some of the effect shots are so bad, like unforgivably bad, they take me out of the film.
Well, yeah, but you gotta remember also, it was made in the 80s.
Yeah, but like even like Raiders of the Lost Ark, I didn't have moments like that. I thought most of the effects in Raiders were great.
Well, they didn't really have to do any stuff in Raiders that involved that kind of shit.
Yeah, and then he's like talking about it. He's like, I think the interview asked her something like, do you have any regrets about what you did with the first two prequels? And he's like, well, no, because, you know, it's my house, and if I decide I want to paint it pink, then, you know, it's my house, and maybe some people are going to say, hey, that should be a white house or a black house, and he's like, well, okay, maybe you think that, but it's my house, and I get to paint it the way I want to, and it's like, God damn it. You don't get it.
Pretty much.
Like you're putting this movie in front of the world.
Yeah.
You're asking them
I will
to pay
say,
money.
Look at this.
he was largely vindicated with how awful the fucking sequels were.
That's Requiem.
I mean, I don't feel like the sequels being what they are makes the prequels any less bad.
They don't. But it became extremely aware, for a lot of people, just how easy it is to fuck up a Star Wars film. Because it's, you know, not only did George Lucas do it, but so did Disney with fucking billions of dollars behind it, you know.
Where are you?
Like,
oh, there you
way
are.
up here. Yeah. Like, fucking Disney spent $250 billion on watching their franchise get fucked.
Oh yeah, Pigeon, the substance of the Dark Knight overcomes any, like, silly little problems like that. Like, there's a lot... Like, I prefer the way the action scenes are shot in Batman Begins, but that doesn't matter nearly as much as things like the actual themes and substance of that film.
I'll keep trying to warn them. You just get that beam down. That's the beam control. It's working. The signal from the relay is starting to clear up.
They haven't hit the gravity well yet.
No, RP Gaming, I don't have a PS5 yet.
We've got to disable that other beam before they pulled in like we were.
People are getting fucking fleeced on eBay right now.
Yeah,
like,
I saw the people paying like $1,100 for one.
No, I'm not even talking about that. Fucking people are confused. They're not paying enough attention to what's going on. They're paying $700 for the box.
Okay, I actually have to respect that hustle.
They're heading to the second
I mean, if
pylon
somebody
as
did
well.
it to me, I'd kill them, but
Right, they're getting fucking obliterated. They're paying $700 for the box.
yeah.
Sounds like the Prometheans don't want the Covenant here either.
Whew.
The battle net's already lighting up with reports of resistance all around the
I
pylon.
mean, obviously that's not okay, but to a certain extent, if you're so desperate for PS5 that you can't wait a month and instead decide to pay 2x retail price, maybe you deserve a little bit of it. I don't know.
I agree with you, because, like, the PS5, like, what? There's, like, one game that's actually on the PS5, right?
Well, in terms of stuff that you can only play on PS5, there's the Demon Souls remake, and there's the Spider-Man.
And that's it.
Kind of it, yeah. I mean, you can play PS4 games on it, but most people probably already have a PS4.
Right. The fucking... There's almost no difference whatsoever between the way that the PS5 looks and the way that the PS4 looks, at least right now. Because it just launched. They haven't had any kind of chance to actually, like, fucking tear that fucking console apart. Like,
yeah, give it some
shows
time.
what
At
it's
least,
made of.
you know,
Right.
wait until God of War comes out. Or MLB The Show or something. Die.
For me, it's kind of impressive, though, in the sense that, usually, when a new system launches, fucking somebody makes a game specifically just to push the limits of the system. These games are not remembered kindly by history because eventually what was impressive back in the day is not even remotely impressive.
That's exactly what happened to the Phantom Menace. It was trying to be on the cutting edge in terms of special effects.
Right, but that doesn't stop it from still being a thing. Like, an Xbox One launch title was Rise Son of Rome, which to me still looks fucking amazing, but it was so far beyond anything that we'd seen in the PS3, Xbox 360 generation. You know, it was fucking incredible. And my whole point is I'm all like, where's that shit for the PS5, Xbox, whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, that's another thing people are getting screwed on. They're going to GameStop to buy an Xbox, but the thing is the Xboxes have such stupid names now. It's like Xbox One X, Series X, so they don't know what Xbox they're supposed to get. But yeah, anyway, yeah, wasn't Journey kind of like that game for the PS3?
Kinda. I don't think it was a launch title.
Yeah, I think it was more to show off the touchpad controls.
But, God, the new Xbox, what the fuck's even on that? That's, like, just on that, you know?
Well, literally nothing, because every Xbox exclusive also goes to PC, because Microsoft is not stupid enough to take games off their PCs. So, literally not a single exclusive on the Xbox, I think. Maybe they get some timed exclusives. Introverted, I don't think Snacks would want that, no.
What?
An emoji of you on the channel. You know, I mean, you know, Snacks is a man who respects his privacy. He doesn't want his face out there for people to see.
Why the fuck would somebody want a Snacks? I mean, if y'all want a Snacks emoji, I can come up with something, but it ain't gonna be a picture of me.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some in-joke that you guys... It'll probably just be the happy merchant, honestly.
I was about to say, I'm all like, well, I can think of one thing. Nah, do you remember back when I used to have myself be represented by a painting of Shane Battier?
Yeah.
Oh god, if I could ever fucking find that picture again.
Captain Rex, no Among Us tonight, I know that for sure at this point. I might do Madden later, but I might not, I'm not sure. Are you dead?
No.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I remember that Rise Son of Rome game, but I stopped hearing about it pretty quickly, I remember.
Yeah, because like I said, the whole point of it was just to show off the technology. It was a pretty generic action game. You know, it really wasn't anything special. It was just impressive how it looked. And like I said, to me it still is.
Oh my god, this thing better be a boss. Either this thing's a boss or these weapons are trash.
Summon the cock and ball torture device. Actually got a couple of them, so that's good. I fucking got him.
Finally.
Finally. Oh, that was awful. Wow. Okay.
But anyway, to go back to something we were talking about a little earlier, Fargo, like, Season 1 has Billy Bob Thornton basically playing Anton Sugar if he was a little more, if he had a little more of a vibrant personality.
Did you say Anton Sugar? Do 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 do. Aw, honey, honey.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't resist the opportunity to start sugar posting.
Yeah. Like, nothing rattles him. He's a hitman, and he's basically just trying to create chaos as much as possible. He just does, like he does have, like, actual, like, missions he's trying to accomplish, but he's always looking for ways to create chaos on the way if possible. Like, and, like, the way he reacts to stuff is just so funny. Like, he's played by Billy Bob Thornton, so he's, like, this tiny dude that wouldn't necessarily be intimidating.
It's just me, or does this shit, like, fucking remind you of, like, the ships from the Matrix?
Ooh,
where, like, they're
right.
like, moving around with the fucking lightning bolts and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, you actually made me not be interested in that show, because I hate Billy Bob Thornton.
Really? Because he's actually wonderful in that show, I must admit. Like, and it's the only thing I've ever seen where I liked him.
Really? Because he's actually wonderful. You should have just stopped right there.
The relay's signal is breaking up again. We're almost to the beat.
Like, there's this one scene where he's in his apartment, and some, like, local hitman comes in trying to intimidate him to leave town. and he's like giving this speech to him, and he just walks into the bathroom and starts taking a dump right in front of him. And he gets so freaked out, he just leaves. And like the way the scene is shot is just great, because he sits down and then all of a sudden you hear the.
We better get up to that relay and fast.
Wait, I think Cortana's talking about the size of her opening.
That's a good one.
Fucking love Seinfeld's reaction to the size of her what?
What is she afraid of?
The size of her opening.
Too bad that guy passed away a couple years ago. That guy was great. Funkhauser.
Well, you know what they say, the good die young.
I still love him trying to go into the Palestinian restaurant wearing a yarmulke.
That whole fucking scene was hysterical. Wow, I just got suicide bombed by a fucking banshee. That's nice.
Oh, RP Gaming, are you okay?
We should close this and keep reminding you about the 6 million.
Are you dead?
It was, but I responded.
Okay, good. Because I'm probably about to die.
Wait, hold on. Drive back here.
Oh. These freaking banshees are killing me, bro. Yeah, okay.
I got run over.
Sorry.
Worth.
Insidious, I don't think Gears of War is on PC.
I think like the first one might be. Wait a minute.
I played
No
through the
idea
Gears
where
of
the
War
hell I am.
games. They're good.
Oh,
Nope.
fuck.
Damn it.
There's so many banshees in the fucking sky.
I know. I keep getting wrecked by them. Titty Hydra. You saying you hate Billy Bob Thornton just kind of reminded me. My grandmother, she hated Woody Harrelson. So it took a while to get her to watch No Country for Old Men, but she actually loves that movie.
When you said that, for some reason my brain thought Woody Allen. I was about to be like, well, yeah. You know, I mean, that makes sense, because he's a fucking degenerate pervert who fucking groomed his own fucking adopted daughter or whatever. And then I was all like, wait a minute, Woody Harrelson.
Okay, so the door you just went through closed on me and killed me.
Oh, that's pretty based.
It just guillotined me. Guillotined me. Hello, Ian.
Shit.
I know my dad likes Woody Allen movies. I'm sure he doesn't care much for Woody Allen the person.
Oh, thank God. No! Physics.
Power core down. Shields weak. Still online.
Yep.
Take out the other 2 power cores and you can access the pylon.
Shit. I'm dead. Yeah, not
Core offline.
not a ton of not a fan of this section. Like
Yeah.
having 3 banshees in the air is just really fucking annoying.
Yeah. Maybe we should.
'Cause you can't you can't stop and sit still and just fight shit. You gotta constantly be moving, otherwise the banshees will kill you. But if you do that shit, then it's like, well, then this just feels fucking stupid. Like
Ooh.
just running around like an
Okay.
autist.
I'm gonna take this banshee then.
Well, if you can, good luck, because I've been trying to do that shit like the last fucking... Oh, wait. Holy crap.
Okay.
I remember where one spawns. I'm gonna go try to get it. And of course, I get shot by a fucking plasma pistol round because this game makes sense. Fuck off. Haha, I'm in a banshee.
Okay. Well, I'm dead. But I did soften him up for you. Maybe.
What the hell? How the hell are they still fucking hitting me? I'm like a mile above the ground. Okay, I'm starting to realize that this was even stupider than I thought because there's like a billion of these guys on the ground and they don't miss with any of their shots. I'm just getting shot by like 100 different places at once.
I wonder if we can run through this area somehow. And just maybe... Oh no, we have to destroy these things. I wonder if there's a way we could just quickly destroy them without fighting all these...
you do it in the Ghost. You zoom around the map and blow up the thing. Ah, damn it! There's like 7 fucking vehicles out here.
Power core down.
Ian, it feels weird. I know what you're talking about, but I'm kind of used to it by now. I've been older than the young NFL players for a while now, or older. It's been a few years, so it just kind of feels normal to me now.
Remember when video games used to be fun?
Eh. I mean, like, are you the kind of person who thinks that modern Rockstar games aren't fun?
That'll do it. Shield should be down. Get
I
up
don't
to
know
that
what.
beam.
Rockstar games. Like, modern GTA, Red Dead.
Oh! Yeah, I mean, as far as modern goes, there's literally only one, Red Dead. Because that's the only fucking one that they made in the last 5 years.
Like, anything post San Andreas, I guess you could say. Or Manhunt.
Anything post San Andreas, yeah, I've still enjoyed those. Because that would include both Red Deads, which I loved. Red Dead 2, a lot less than the original, but the original was fucking amazing. Probably my favorite.
Yeah, because in the video game channel on the NFL board server, we were having I was surprised at how many people were like, Rockstar isn't fun anymore. Like, a lot of people were like, Rockstar stopped making fun games after Manhunt. I was like, man, I think the modern GTA games are personally a lot more fun than the old ones. And I think Red Dead is great.
I also don't think that Manhunt was really all that special.
I only played Manhunt 2 and it was okay, but it was kind of a novelty, wasn't it?
Exactly. That game was a gimmick. Like, that's the whole point. Fucking hell. I hate it when this guy runs you down, because...
Well, what is it that we're supposed to do? Because we destroyed those things.
Climb up the thing.
Ah, okay. Ian, people are busy. Who knows? Or maybe people don't like Halo 4. We had like 16 people in here earlier, so there were people in here earlier for sure. It is a Wednesday night. People do have work and school tomorrow.
Infinity survivor forward unto dawn. Reading a faint IFF tag near the planetary core. Do you read?
The planet's core. They know we're here. Infinity, this is UNSC AI Cortana. Do not approach Forerunner planet. Repeat, do not approach...
UNSC asset. Forward unto dawn. We read you, but you're breaking up. Hell, increase speed by 0.7. Get us in there.
Negative, Infinity. Do not enter the planet.
If you can hear us...
Wait, why isn't he allowed to enter the planet?
No, Chief, you've got to get that beam down now. Cortana to Infinity. Do you copy? Come in, Infinity. The interference is gone, but your suit's transmitter's not strong enough.
Route us up to the relay satellite.
Already done. Go. Once we're on the satellite, there's bound to be a central control.
You said you did play Halo 5, right?
The Covenant are moving towards the relay too.
Yeah, a while
Doesn't
ago.
make any sense. Why would they care about
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Basis was still alive.
I'll handle them. You just
Is he
find-
actually dead, or do we just assume he is?
I'll soon
Just assume he is, because this dude talked about he was a suicidal manlet, and then just disappears one day. He's probably hanging in his fucking closet somewhere.
I mean,
Rest in peace, man.
I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was a Cavs fan, right?
Yes.
Did he get to see the Cavs win the title first?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
But if Stevens taught us anything, it's that if you want a rope, you will still do it. Sports doesn't matter. Fucking hell, this guy's shield.
Yo. Ian, I think the rats are all gone. No, remember the rat infestation I had around my hot tub?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen any for a while. We're still a little concerned, but it seems better now.
Interesting.
The nice thing, well, no, I don't know about nice thing, but one thing is, like, if they are still there, we're going to see them because it gets so cold outside this time of year, and...
Yo, what the hell? Just got fucking warped inside of this room. Like, I literally didn't have a choice.
Ian Snacks is approximately the same age as me. We'll just leave it at that. He's in my age range. I'll just leave it at that.
Plus or minus 5 years.
If he was a woman, I could date him and it wouldn't be weird.
That's nothing weird about that statement at all. Oh god. I just remembered some of GPLA's fucking weird ass posts.
Yeah. My favorite was, if you've ever seen gay porn before, you know that LeBron looks exactly like a bottom in this picture.
Oh man. My favorite was when you like talk about 4-year-old girls and be like, "Oh yeah, man, you can tell she's gonna be so hot in 14 years."
I don't remember
Dude,
that.
what the fuck? Everyone's all like, "Dude, what the fuck? You're a fucking pedophile." He's all like, "No, I'm not. I'm saying that when she's legal age, she's gonna be very attractive."
The jailbait weight.
Chief, you need to hear this.
We're detecting a slight gravimetric disturbance near the planetary entrance. Suggest altering approach vector 43K-750K-12K.
They're not diverting
so-
from the opening. Hurry, Chief.
I
Why
missed
did-
legit.
Why did Cortana say that we needed to hear that?
I don't know.
Is that like she finished that whole thing up by saying they're not doing the thing, so you need to hurry. She could have just said you need to hurry instead of being like, "Hey, listen to this."
It's kind of like the "you need to come take a look at this" cliche in film, I guess.
Yeah, get the camera over here. I know this bullshit again.
You know, Brandon, that makes a hell of a lot of sense for Halo to do at some point. That's actually kind of depressing now that you said that.
Wait, something's not right.
That'd be good.
We don't have time.
No, he said, what are the odds that Halo jumps on the Battle Royale bandwagon?
I'm pretty sure they literally are doing that for the next Halo game.
Yeah,
Infinity, this is Sierra 117.
very possible.
The UNSC forward unto dawn. Do you copy? Infinity, do you read?
Chief? Chief, let go of the contacts.
Find us an exit.
Don't wait around on my account.
Why not? So talking into the space radio makes that thing poop out? Why isn't he shooting it?
I mean, he might be a friend. You don't know. He's a little ugly, but... Looks like the dude in a crisis. Kinda.
John Wayne?
So fades the great harvest of my betrayal. Even these beasts recognize what you were oblivious to, human. Your nobility has blinded you, as ever.
Nobility? I don't know about that.
The librarian left little to chance, didn't she? Turning my own guardians, my own world, against me. But what hubris to believe she could protect her pets from me forever. If you haven't mastered even these primitives, then man has not attained the mantle. Their ascendance may yet be prevented. time was your ally, human. But now it has abandoned you. The foreigners have returned. This tomb is now yours.
No, Brandon, I don't. So it would seem, Pigeon.
Wait, why'd he just casually throw him instead of, like, killing him first?
Well, that's been a movie and video game and TV show trope for longer than my granddad has been alive.
We've gotta go. That didact, he manipulated Infinity's signal to get us to release
Fucking
him.
Dr. Evil over here.
Get up!
What's happening?
Moving the satellite to stabilize the core.
Introverted Ryguy's here every night. He just probably went to bed. He has work tomorrow.
The didact's leaving.
That guy's a
Trying to
job.
find a portal out of here
Yeah,
before the
Ryguy
whole
got a job at
network
Dollar Tree.
collapses.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sucky job, but someone has to do it.
Hang on. I'm going to channel energy.
That's what I told myself when I was discovering ladies' panties inside the bathroom.
Robert, welcome to the stream.
It's a sucky job, but somebody's got to wear these on their head like a mask and pretend they're fake. Hell yeah.
Oh god.
No whoops.
Yeah, Ian, I mean, that pick RG3 through was just classic. I haven't had to read an NFL defense in 16 billion years, and I don't know how to read a cornerback. I was like me and Madden.
He never did know.
Yeah, he was always just make one read and then take off, in fairness.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, not just that, but back before defenses had figured him out,
We need to get up there.
and he was actually had some athleticism. You know, defenses had to be worried about him taking off, so usually receivers were pretty open. I think I died because my fucking thing won't stop rolling.
Yeah, I just died too. I'm a little confused to how, but I'm not going to question it. A Pigeon, I think he'll do well against the Giants' defense. The Giants' defense is good, but it's not the best defense in the league or anything. And also with Colt McCoy in, it's very likely that their offense is going to give up. What? I keep dying from I have no idea what. Huh. Yeah.
War's not going to last much longer.
Shut up, Cortana.
Nice.
Portal up ahead.
We did it.
Whoa, cowboy!
Just jump out? Yeah, like that.
Chief, there.
I like how he basically doesn't even have any armor anymore. He's practically just the fucking bodysuit now.
Yeah.
All his armor's gone.
Brandon, I did not like Soleil very much, but this year I think he's actually done a pretty good job with a decimated defense.
Unknown entity has seized control of our ship. We're without power. We're on a collision course with an unidentified Forerunner planet.
How the fuck does everyone know that... Like, did they read the script? Like, how would you possibly know that this is a Forerunner planet? It is the only one that's ever been discovered ever.
Marking. Impact predicted 77.8 kilometers due north.
You know where he's heading.
Same place we are.
All right, I'm glad the level's over because I was just about to say, can we do something else, please?
Yeah, sure. I need to go feed my pets.
Yeah, no problem.
So
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I mean we're 3 missions in, so there's 5 missions left, so there's not much left. I mean, if you don't want to finish it, I'll probably end up finishing it on my own time. But yeah.
No, I'll keep playing. I'm just saying, not today.
Okay. All right. So, what do you feel? What do you feel like?
I had no idea.
Dude, if you want to play the janitor game, I'm totally cool with that. Like, my viewers will take whatever I put in front of them, and they're going to like it.
Based.
Like, literally, if you want to play that, that's fine. Killing Floor, Minecraft, frickin', I don't want to say Dead Rising, because that's not really, like, a game you play endlessly.
I'm seeing numerous IFF.
Close this shit.
Are you sure it gave you, like, the mission indicator, and, like, we'll start from here next time?
Because it did the loading screen before we did this cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, we could just start the thing over from the top. But yeah.
All right. Okay.
We completed the thing. That's what matters.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing when I come back on, but we will be doing something. We're not done yet tonight. We will figure something out.